Okay, hello to my ARC family, from my home to yours. This is Anita Yacht. I know most of you know who I am, that I usually do the yoga classes for the ARC, but there have been a few people on the Zoom class that I haven't recognized before, so I haven't seen before, and I was so glad that you were on the Zoom, so I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Anita Yacht, and I do the yoga classes for the ARC. So today we're going to do a yoga class, and I'm going to put forth my intention for this class for us. It's really good before you do a yoga class to or even just when you start your day, to put forth the intention for your day. So my intention is that as we move through this yoga class, move our body, mind, spirit, that helps us to ground ourselves and keep us happy and healthy during this challenging and difficult time of the pandemic. So let's get started. Over here, I just wanted to make sure you know I have the light. I always light a candle. I don't do that at the ARC because we're not allowed to have candles in there, but at home, whenever I start my own practice, and that light in me greets the light in you. It acknowledges that each one of us have gifts that we bring to the earth, and we want to acknowledge that in each one of us here today. I also just wanted to, as reminders before we get started, to remind you about the 3 important things that we need to follow during the pandemic. Wear your mask, drink lots of water, social distance, and what's the other one? Wash your hands, and don't touch your face. Don't touch your face, okay? Important things during the pandemic. Another really important thing is to keep your immune system healthy, and we do that by exercising, eating right, drinking lots of water, and boosting our immune system in any way that we can. You know what's a really good one? I'll give you a tip. Onions, garlic, mushrooms. So if you love those things, put a lot of them in your diet if you can, okay? The other thing is to breathe. We always talk about breathing. So we're gonna get started by how we normally do, where I'm gonna come down onto my mat. A lot of you will have mats now because the ARC is going to be delivering them to you. So if you don't have a mat right now, you can just use a blanket or something, or a comfy area in your house where you can get down onto the floor and be comfortable. So we're going to start. I'm going to start with breathing. That's one of the most powerful tools that you have. So I just want you to take a moment and just touch base with how you're breathing right now. Does it feel stressed? Are you breathing fast and quick, or have you settled and you're breathing a little bit deeper? Just noticing, not changing it in any way. So now I want you to focus on your breath, because we breathe on our own without even realizing it during the day. But when we take the time each and every day to work on our breathing and notice it and deepen it, it will help us in many, many ways. It helps our nervous system, it helps our immune system, it helps boost the immune system, and it just is an overall really good physical, mind, body, and spirit, getting in tune with ourselves practice. So I want you to practice these deep breathing exercises at least 3 to 4 times a day. It's not too hard because it only takes a few minutes. So we're going to deepen the breath into that 3-part breath. Inhaling deeply, allowing your abdomen to expand. The chest rises, and then exhaling out your nose. So inhaling deeply, allowing the abdomen to expand like a big balloon. The chest rises, and then you exhale. One more time, inhaling deeply, pushing that abdomen out as far as you can, inhaling. Making sure you're breathing in, and then exhaling. And then just relaxing your breath for a moment and just noticing how that feels. We call that breath a peace breath because it automatically helps our system to settle down. Now we're going to do a breath that we did on the Zoom call the other day. It's called I call it the sipping the straw breath. Okay, so you're going to act like you're kind of sipping in off a straw and then exhaling out the mouth. Both of them are done in through the mouth and out through the mouth, and it's a good energizing breath. So the first one we did is a more relaxing kind of just getting settled breath. It's a good one to do right when you wake up. It's a good one to do right before you go to bed. This one is a good one to do when you need a little energy. So we're gonna round our mouth like we're sucking a straw, and then exhale out the mouth. Inhaling. And one more time, inhaling. And just taking a moment to notice how that feels. You might feel a sense of coolness coming into your body. It kind of gives a little bit of an energy, that feeling that, oh, I feel like I want to move around a little bit. So I want you to practice those two breaths every day, a couple of times a day, and you'll just notice such a big difference in your life. So what we want to do now is we want to warm up the body before we move into the postures, and then once we finish the postures, we're going to do a deep relaxation. That's how the class is going to go. So it's going to be a warm-up, move through the postures, and then have a little bit of a deep relaxation at the end. So we're going to start by just gently moving the head from side to side. So we're going to turn and look out over our shoulder. Take a deep breath. And then try to turn just a little bit more as you exhale. And then we're going to bring the head through the center. Turn looking over the other shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, try to look over the shoulder a little bit more. Come back to the center. Going to tilt the head back, bring the chin out towards the wall. You can even open that jaw a little bit, move it around. You hold a lot of tension there. You're getting a good stretch right here. Not too far back, just enough to feel that stretch. And then gently bring the head forward. Feeling a good stretch back here. And we're going to do that one more time just to get a little deeper stretch. But you don't want to go back too far. You just want to feel it so that you're feeling that stretch. And then gently releasing the head forward. Good. And then gently coming up towards the right. And gently across the back and down and around. Good. And moving in the other direction. We're going to go in the other direction. And after your next rotation, after we come all the way around, you're going to lift your head up to the center, and we're going to focus on the shoulders. Bring the shoulders up. Squeezing them tight and then pushing them down. And up, holding them tight, and then squishing them, pushing them down. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to bring them up, and then you're going to bring them back, rotating. Back. And then forward. Can you see Shandy in the picture, Nick? So Shandy's just passed out here while we're doing our yoga class. I don't know if you can see her. So we're really stretching out those shoulders, and then we're going to shake them out. Okay, we're going to bring our hands out in front, splay the hands out wide, and then scrunch them up. And then splay them out wide, and scrunch them up. And now we're going to do the web, the claw, the paw, and beak. The web, the claw, the paw, and the beak. Good. And then just gently rotate your wrists around, getting good movement in the wrist area. Good. And go the other direction. Good. shake them out. We're gonna bring our left hand down onto the mat here. We're gonna raise our right arm up and then gently come over to the side. So we're getting a little side bend. We're gonna do a little bit more side bending when we stand up, so I just wanna get a little bit ready now. And then we're gonna reach that arm up. Bring that arm down to the side. We're gonna reach the other arm up. Inhaling, coming over. Good. And then gently coming back up. And now we're gonna take that right hand, bring it across it over here. We're gonna bring this arm up. And we're gonna raise it up and bring it down behind you. And then gently look out. Your shoulder, we're getting a little spinal twist. And we're gonna do that on the other side. So we're gonna lift this arm up. Bring it over here. We're gonna lift this arm up into the air. Bring it down. Just get a gentle stretch. And then coming back to the center. We're gonna walk our hands out in front and just get a nice stretch here. Walk your hands over to one side. And then gently walk your hands over to the other side. Good. And back to the center. And then just gently coming up. And now doing gentle trunk rotations to release all of that we just did. So we're just going to gently come down to the right, swing across the front. Try to make these some of the slowest movements of your day. We're going to go slow right now. Good. And once our chin crosses the floor, we're going to rotate in the opposite direction. Going slow, be mindful. Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to bring your feet out a little bit in front, as far as you can, feel comfortable. And just listen to your body. You don't want to overstretch, okay? But we're going to grab we don't want you to grab on your feet, okay? We want you to grab right here on your ankles. You're going to bring your elbows kind of to your legs, and you're going to push those down just a little bit, kind of push forward. And then what I want you to do is I want you to push your knees up, push your arms down. So you're kind of bringing tension, pushing your knees up and your arms down, and then release. We're going to do that again. So you're going to push down and get a good stretch. We're getting a stretch right through here. Stretch. And then I want you to push up, up, up with your knees, and you're down, down, down with your arms. So you're creating a tension. And then release. And we're going to do that again. So you gently push down. And for the last time, this time you're going to push those legs up. Push the arms down, getting a good tension. You're going to feel it in your arms, in your legs, in your pelvic region, and then release. Good. Now bringing the feet up, the feet flat onto the mat, and you're going to bring your arms to the outer edge of your knees. And this time what you're going to do is you're going to push your hands towards your knees, and you're going to push your knees towards your hands. So you're creating tension again. So we're going to push, push, and then release. We're going to do that again. So push, push, and release. And one more time. Push, push, and release. Good. I think we're ready to come up onto our knees. Let's do the hot air balloon. So we're going to inhale, raising the arms up overhead. And then exhaling, coming down. Inhaling. And exhaling. Let all that air out of the balloon. And inhaling. Good, and exhaling down.
And just stay there for a minute. Maybe even wrapping your arms around just gently.
And then we're going to slowly come up. Do our standing postures. So we're just going to bring our feet just a little bit width apart, so we're going to be kind of like your feet at your hip blade. We're going to raise those arms up overhead and just say hello to the sun. Bring the arms down. Once again, we're going to inhale up and exhale down. One more time, inhale up and exhale down. Good. This time we're going to bring those arms up overhead and we're going to stay right here. And as you stay here, we're going to reach up with one arm, kind of gently. I want you to see how I'm just kind of pushing a little bit forward because we don't want to be bending back, okay? You want to push forward a little bit and then bring that arm back a little bit. And then we're going to go over to the other side. And reach up, 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 up. And then pull that arm back. Okay? So we're going to do that again on each side. So you're going to reach up as far as you can and then pull back. And reach up as far as you can and pull back. Good. Now both arms are going to come up. And this time, you're going to actually reach with the right arm as like you're reaching up onto a nice tall shelf, and then you're going to pull that arm down to your heart center. And we're going to reach up with this arm. Oh, reach, reach, reach up to the top shelf, and then pull down into your heart center. We're going to do that again on this side. Reach to that tall shelf, reach, tippy, tippy, and then pull down into the heart center. And once again, we're going to reach, 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 pull up, and then pull down into the heart center. Good. Now we're going to reach out as if you're reaching, reaching, reaching. Oh, you got to get over there and pull it back. What are we reaching for? Reach, reach, reach. Oh, something on that counter way over there. And then pull it back into your heart center. And we're going to do that over on this side. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can, and then pull back. Use those muscles. Pull. Reach, 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 and pull those muscles back. This time we're going to go turn a little bit more to the side, and you're going to reach down as if you're pulling weeds. Oh, I hate weeding. And then pull it back. And we're going to pull it around our head and let it go. Okay? Gonna reach down, pull that weed, oh, pull it up. Make sure you reach behind your head and let it go. One more time, we're gonna reach down here, pull that weed up and over, good. And this time we're gonna pull that weed on this side and bring it up and over, good. Now what I want you to do is come to the center. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this where you kind of bring your body in. So you see how I'm straight? And then what we're going to do is you're going to tuck your bum, roll your shoulders forward, and we call this a curve, like this curve of a C, letter C. So we're straight, and then we're curved, okay? Straight, and then we're curved. So I'm going to do that facing you too, so that you see. So we're just going to do that curve where you tuck your bum and roll your shoulders, okay? We're not way forward and we're not way backwards, okay? So you're tucking and you're rolling forward, okay? Now what we want to do with that is, so we're going to do a little movement with our arms with that position that I was just showing you. So we're going to tuck and roll forward with both arms. Then we're going to straighten up and bring both arms open. So you're opening your chest. So we're stretching. We're really stretching the spine. Here, and then open. almost like a little dance. So we're gonna tuck and then stretch open. We're gonna tuck and stretch open. Good. Now we're just gonna do one arm at a time. So you're gonna take this one arm over here, and we're gonna do what we did before where you wrap that arm around, okay? So we're gonna tuck that arm and wrap it around. If you don't feel like you're getting it just right this time, it's okay because we're just kind of starting this. We haven't done this very much, okay? But you wanna work on getting that tuck while you're coming in, bring that arm, and then you straighten up as you bring the arm around, okay? So we're gonna tuck and bring that arm over. We're really working that shoulder area where we kind of get hung up. A lot of us have some shoulder pain, back pain. So we're working that right now. We're gonna do one more on each side. Good. And then one on this side. Good. Now we're just gonna relax. We're gonna bring those arms up and bring them into the center. Take a nice long deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're gonna push up with one arm. We're gonna balance heaven and earth. Balancing heaven and earth. And then bringing those arms into the heart center. Push up, push down. Balancing heaven and earth. And bring them back into the heart center. We're gonna push up, push down. Make sure you're breathing. So this side that's up feels light and airy, and this side that's down feels heavy, like you're pushing into the earth. So back to the heart center. And push up. Good. And then push up. Balancing heaven and earth. And then coming back to the center. Now we're going to do the 5-star point. So we're going to stand here. We're going to raise our arms up overhead, so you're going to have your arms out here, and we're going to pull them back a little bit. Then you're going to lower them to the mid-range and pull them back, and then you're going to lower them down and pull back. So we're making a beautiful star. We're going to start again by coming up, and you're going to pull back. Then you're going to come to mid-range and pull back, and lower and pull back. Up, good, reach as high as you can, and then mid-range. I can see all the beautiful stars. And we're gonna reach up. We're making beautiful stars, mid-range, and then down. And one more time. We're gonna come up, and then mid-range, and then back here. Up, and this time, we're gonna come down into a plie. Okay, tuck your bum under a little bit, swing your bum back, and then find that neutral place. And we're gonna come into the goddess pose, so we're gonna bring our arms down to the side. Okay, push those arms out, and bring those arms in. We're going to push those arms up and bring your arms down. Push them out, kind of back a little bit, and then gently come up. Hold here for just a few seconds, and then come down into that plie again. And we're going to put the arms out, stretch them back a little bit, bring them back, and if you can, we're going to rotate the arms over to the side a little bit, and come over to the other side. Now if this is hurting your knees, because your knees should be over your ankles, okay? They shouldn't be, you shouldn't have those knees jutting out over your toes. If this does not feel comfortable, I want you to come up a little bit, and you can even do it from this position, okay? But if this feels good, this is really good strengthening for our legs to do it in this position. So we're gonna have our arms here, then here, and then coming over, back to the center, and over, and back to the center, and push those legs up and bring those arms down again. And just take a deep breath and relax for a moment, noticing how that makes your body feel. Part of the practice of yoga is tuning into your body, listening to your body. We never want to overdo. We don't want to extend to the point where we feel pain. But we do want to work the body, getting it to a place where it feels like it's working, okay? We're strengthening. So we're going to do that plie one more time. We're going to come down, bending the knees, making sure your knees are over your ankles and not jetting out over your toes too far. Okay? And then we're going to bring the arms up, bring them down, bring them out, and bring them over. Today, I think I can call this series that we're doing today a little bit of side bending, because we're going to do a little bit more side bending. Good. And then gently releasing and coming up. And then bringing our hands down to the heart center. Good. Now we're going to come back to standing where our feet are kind of like just hip width apart. And we're going to do the half moon. And this is going to be a little side bending series too. So we're working this area right here, and it strengthens our spine. It really helps to really build and strengthen our spine. It gives all the muscles, we have lots of muscles covering our ribs and our back and everything, and it helps to strengthen those so that our spine is strong and sturdy. So we're going to start here, and we're going to bring both arms up again. And you can look up through your hands if that's comfortable for you, or you could look out, whatever feels more comfortable to you. And we're going to come all the way over as far as feels comfortable for you. Don't go any farther than feels comfortable. And then inhale, come up. And then exhale, come over to the other side. Good. And then push up. And this time, we're going to do that again, keeping your shoulders down. I just felt my shoulders up like this. We want to bring those shoulders down, okay? We don't want to be scrunching the shoulders. So we're going to come over to the side once again. This is called the half moon, because your body kind of goes into like a half moon position. And then we're going to come up, keeping those shoulders down, and then go over. Good. And then come back to center. This time we're going to lower our arm down onto our leg. You're going to reach this one up as high as you can with the shoulder down. Inhale. As you exhale, come over as far as you can. You might be able to go over a little farther now that we did that first stretch. And then gently come up. And bring that arm down to your side. We're going to bring that other arm up. Inhaling deeply. And then exhaling, coming over to this side. Good. And then gently coming back up. We're going to do that one more time on each side, but we're going to shift the weight a little bit. So we're going to bring that right arm up. You're going to inhale deeply. And as you exhale, you're going to come over, and you're going to notice most of your weight is on this foot. We're going to shift it to this leg. Shift it to that leg and see if that changes your stretch any. Good. And then lift up. Bring that arm down. We're going to bring that other arm up. Keeping the shoulder down, inhaling, gently come over. Oh, and you feel that we're keeping that weight on here, we're going to shift it over here. Good. And then gently come up. And then we're just going to shake it out. Shake, shake, shake a little bit. And then ragdoll. Ragdoll. Sway from side to side. And shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And then ragdoll and sway from side to side. Good. And then gently coming up, one vertebrae at a time. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to come back down into that plie position. And this is going to be I want you to listen to your body, because if you can't do it this way, then just do it in the standing position. 30 minutes? Okay, great. So we're gonna do it in the standing position, okay? You're gonna bend your knees a little bit. Bend your knees. You're gonna keep neutral here. We're not tucking, we're not pushing out or in, okay? You're gonna keep neutral. And if you have to, like I have long legs, so I'm gonna come out a lot farther than some of you might. Our knees are over our toes, and this time we're gonna wash a table, okay? So it's like washing a table, or stirring a big pot of soup, right? We're gonna wash that table, reach, and then come back up. And reach, and come back up. And once again, reach, and come back up. In the other direction, and come back up, and then we're gonna squeeze up. Okay, good. Now, we're just gonna do a little bit of work for our feet, our legs, and our toes. If you need to bring a chair in, you can bring a good sturdy chair, okay, to use. We're not using the chair to lean on and hold ourselves up. You're just using the chair to kind of balance, to help you balance, all right? So if you need that, that's fine. But I'm gonna do it without it because I'm working on my balance. And so if you can do it without it, that's perfectly fine too. But some of you are gonna need to use the chair, and you're just gonna gently use the chair while we're doing our legs, okay? So this is the last part that we'll do before we go down onto the mat and do a little bit of decompressing and then deep relaxation. Okay, so we're gonna start with our foot. So put your weight on whichever foot feels more comfortable to you. And we're gonna bring the one foot out, and you're gonna lift up and point down. So you're gonna point the toe as you lift up. So up and down, up and down. And when you're doing that, you're really pointing that toe out, getting that toe out towards the wall. Balancing, and we're also working our feet. Now I want you to shift to flex. Flex, and flex, and flex, okay? We're gonna go to the other foot. You're gonna point, and point, and point, and flex, flex, flex. Good. Now I'm going to show you you don't have to do this if you can do it without holding on, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to hold on for this. So we're going to point your toe, and now we're going to actually move that foot around in circles. Most of the time we do this when we're on the mat, but this helps with our balance. We're going to go in the other direction with our foot. And then spray those toes out wide, and then scrunch them. And splay them out wide, and scrunch them. It's so important to work your feet. Now we're gonna do that again, going in the other direction. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take your foot, and I want you to turn it to the side, and turn it in. Turn it to the side, and turn it in. So we're working the hip right there, okay? So the other foot, you're gonna point, and then you're gonna circle it around. Circle it, circle it. My pants are a little long. I want you to see my feet. So then we're gonna go in the other direction. And if you can do it without holding on, that's good. If not, then you just hold on. You just don't want to just put all your pressure on the chair. And then we're gonna splay those toes out wide, and then scrunch them up. And splay the toes out wide, scrunch them up, out wide, scrunch them up, and then move that foot in the socket. Good. Good. And then we're going to come back to center. We're going to take those arms one more time, bring them into heart position. You're going to bring those arms all the way up and around. And then exhale, bring those arms down. And I just want you to sway from side to side for a second. Just sway side to side. If you can close your eyes and feel that motion, that's good. If that puts you off balance, and you want to make sure you keep your eyes open. Okay. And one more time, we're going to bring those arms in. Bring the arms up. Inhale. And then just gently sway from side to side. Noticing that motion in your body. Just being really kind of relaxed and easy. Good. And then we're going to gently just begin to bring the arms down. And as you do that, you're going to fold forward, coming all the way down as far as feels comfortable. And then actually moving your head from side to side and then shaking from side to side. And then just gently coming down onto the mat. We're going to come back onto the mat. And we're just going to do a gentle bridge pose and a spinal twist before we do a deep relaxation. So we're going to bring both of our heels up towards the buttocks area, up towards your bottom. And then we're going to gently lift up that center part, lift, lift, lift. And then gently come back down. We're going to do that a few times. Lift. And then gently come back down. The bridge pose. So good. It's considered a back bend. So it's always strengthening our spine and our back area. It's also good to strengthen our quads and our glutes. And come down. Good. Now I just want to do a little spinal twist before we move into deep relaxation. So you're gonna bring your toes right above your knee. You don't ever want to put it on your knee. And you're gonna let that knee come over as you look out over your opposite shoulder. And then gently come back. And you're going to take that other foot, put it there, bring that knee over, and look out over your other shoulder. It's always good to do a spinal twist towards the end of your practice. And then gently coming back. And we're going to bring those knees into the chest, bring the head up. Stretch out in both directions. And then bring those arms up towards your side. And we're going to relax, allow the legs to fall where they may, the arms to fall with the palms up. And just take a few nice deep breaths in. And as you exhale, just release and let go of anything that you feel like you need to let go of today. Anything. I'm actually gonna, you know what, if you have a pillow nearby, I put these pillows here for a reason because I have a tendency to have my neck up like this and that's not really good for us. We wanna have our neck down towards our chest, okay? So we wanna make sure that that chin is down. If you have your head way back like this, you need to make sure you put something under there so you're not hurting your neck, okay? So we're gonna take another nice deep breath and just release and let go of everything and everything that you can think of that you need to let go of. So inhaling and releasing. So now I want you to tighten and release the body, okay? We're gonna tighten, tighten, tighten. On the inhale, we're gonna tighten and hold, and then as you, when I say release, exhale as you let go. We're gonna do that twice, okay? So inhaling, we're gonna tighten everything in the body from our toes all the way up to our face, our head, our arms, our legs, everything's tight, tight, tight. Inhaling, and then release. And then inhaling, tighten everything up, tight, tight, tight. Everything, and then exhale, release. And to further relax, I want you to imagine a white light of relaxation moving through your feet, all the way up through your body, calming, peaceful, relaxing. It's moving through your toes, your feet, your ankles. It's gently climbing the legs, moving past your knees, your thighs, the middle part of your body. going up your back area, the lower, the middle, the upper. And bring your stomach into your chest, calming and soothing all the glands, the muscles, the organs, the cells and bones of your body, calming and relaxing. Moving into your shoulders and gently moving down the arms. Into your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Completely relaxing. Moving up the neck area, into your face. And that wave of relaxation, that peaceful light is reaching the crown of your head, and you are completely relaxed, settled, and rejuvenated. Just take a moment while you're here to thank yourself for being here today. Nurturing your mind, your body, your spirit, taking care of yourself. Knowing that you can come to this peaceful place whenever you need to. Taking a nice long deep breath in, I want you to wiggle your fingers and your toes, awakening your physical body, but maintaining a sense of peace and calm that you can keep with you all day today. And with your next breath, I want you to reach your hands overhead, stretch your arms out, your legs out. Oh, get a nice good stretch. And when you're ready, just turning on to whichever side feels more comfortable to you. Just cradling your head, protecting your neck for just a second, just a moment before you jump up. And then just gently coming back to your seated position so we can finish our session. We're not quite finished yet. Let me get my First, I want to focus on the breath. We just want to take a few nice deep breaths. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling. Always a good idea to do some breathing after you've done deep relaxation, just to release and let go. Do a few in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Feel that nice, gentle release. And just let your breath relax now. I'm just going to leave you with this loving treatment. This is from Louise Hayes. And I love her work. She does the heal your own body stuff. She thinks our body is very powerful and we have the ability to heal and repair itself, which I believe in too. There's a lot of things we can do to help make our body stay healthy. So I want to read this. It's called Loving Treatment. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my mind, and my body, my consciousness, my very being, and it radiates out from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It is an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself and I love my body. It's a beautiful tool. So, thank you for being here with me today. You can use this video anytime you want. It'll be that link that you got, that how you're watching me. You can just keep using that link over and over again, okay? And I'm gonna have another class. I'll maybe do a few more, and once the fall gets here, hopefully I'll be able to do one out on my porch and outside for you. So thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to follow all the recommendations of wearing your mask, social distancing. What's the other one, Nicholas? Social distancing, washing your hands, eating good, right? And thank you, Nicholas, for helping me. And thank you, Shandy, for being so quiet through the whole class. Nick, will you let me turn it around and show you? Okay, all right. He says no, but thank you. I appreciate you all. Love you and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.